Zdravím všechny, co jsem měl kanál, tady je Stres a vítejte u dalšího pokračování dobrodružství z Genshinu. Dneska začneme něčím, co je překvapivě ještě větší než minule, což byla docela jízda. A místy to bylo velmi amusing. Ale nadešel čas, na který někteří z vás čekali, a tím pádem čekali stejně jako já celkem dlouho, ale konečně se ti z nás dočkají, protože po všech těch inazumských záležitostech, kterými jsme se probírali, různých inazumských sidequestech, kterých bylo hromada, jsme je dostatečně zmenšili a zredukovali jejich počet, že už jsme se probrali tak 70% z nich a je konečně čas dle mý Sacred Timeline, jak přezdívám svýmu dokumentu, podle toho, kdy budu dělat co, tak dle Sacred Timeline se věci seřadily přesně tak, že se konečně podíváme poprvé, lehce v úvozovkách, do Sumeru. Nadešel čas. Sumeru, here I come. V době, kdy tohle vyjde, tak už možná zrovna vyjde Fontaine, co já vím, protože to bude za dlouho, nebo Fontaine už v téhle době, kdy to vidíte, bude už vyšla, ale for me, I never saw v Sumeru, nikdy jsem neviděl, jak Sumeru vypadá. Ti, co možná dávali pozor, ví, že jsem si vyzvednul pro Lisu jeden event specific, Sumeru specific outfit, time limited, takže proto jsem se lehce obětoval pro ten outfit. Takže jsem tam vešel do nějaký budovy. Kdyby si mysleli, že vám to teď popíšu, kam jsem vešel, kudy jsem šel, tak to jste neobyl, protože když jste to viděli, ten prostřih do nějakého videa minulosti, jsem se záměrně koukal dolů a nedíval jsem se, kde jsem byl, takže nemám vůbec ponětí, kde jsem pořádně byl. Nebyl jsem někde v budově, kde byla cesta, což byla nějaká vesnice nebo město, nevím, kolik je tam měst. A taky nevím, jak vypadá krajina, jenom vím, že je tam část, která by měla být džunglovitá, I guess, a část, která by měla být písčitá, protože to jsou ty hlavní themes, které prostě jsou super mega obvious. Prostě Sumeru, zem džunglí a lesů a přírody a taky země, která je těžce inspirovaná Egyptem. That's the only thing I know. Takže se vydáme na cestu. Naše destiny čeká na konci tohohle tunelu. Nech se nacházíme na okraji Kezmu v jednom velmi specifickém místě, kde je tenhle ten nenápadný tunel, kterým se vydáme. Projdeme útrobama země. Patrně jako děláme miniaturní parkour. A když budeme procházet dál a dál, tak najednou se to začne zelenat víc a víc, začnou to růst víc hub. Tady je už první Sumeru specific rostlina. A najednou vidíme tunel z Liyuejské kazmy. Tunel z Liyuejské kazmy vede na druhou stranu Kazmového pohoří a rázem jsme tady. Sumeru. První sumerská bedna. Tak, bum. Cinematic. Na který se budu koukat už. S velký stromy, na kterých jsou věci.
And speaking of Lesser Lord Kusanali, even though we haven't heard too much about her, she doesn't seem to be the same deity who abducted your brother. But even so, people call Sumeru the nation of wisdom, you know. If we can get a chance to meet the god of wisdom, maybe she can give us some useful information.
Sounds like a plan.
But, Paimon doesn't know the way to Sumeru City. Maybe we can climb up to that spot with the statue of the seven on it. That'll give us a way better view of things. Even if we can't see exactly where the city is, at least we'll be able to check for some smaller settlements nearby.
Oh, wait a second.
Look! There's someone up ahead!
Hi, green-haired person.
Timing! Now we can just ask for directions rather than wander around like lost adventurers. Hey there! We're not from around here and seem to have gotten a little lost. Did they not hear Paimon?
Jako jsi docela daleko.
Hey! You over there! Could you give us some directions? Huh?
Nope. Noping out of this situation. I would too.
What's going on here?
Taky bych vynoupoval.
Wait! Could she be ignoring us? How dare she?
Combians Ricey. Calm down. It's really nothing to get worked up about. No more, maybe there is a reason she's ignoring us.
Well, even so, she might be heading someplace where we could find other people to ask. Let's keep our distance and follow her. When we get the chance, we'll just ask someone else for direction.
Cool. Through mists of smoke and forest dark.
Come on, let's follow her. Just keep quiet. Make sure she doesn't notice us.
Máte nějaký fail condition, nebo to čeká na mě až?
Brace yourself.
Zajímavá funkce. Hodně rypnutá. tak silně rypnutá si Inazumě. Jako působí to stejně, ale je to možná o trošičku lepší než ta inazumská varianta. Pium. Jsme tam v Gandhara Varavil. Takový úžince, co jsem viděl. Nebudu příliš studovat mapu, budu se koukat skrze očima Luminy, lomeno, kohokoliv budu mít. Yeah, what are those? Did you see that? What are you talking about? Those little round plant-like things, gone just like that. You're seeing things, Paimon. No, they're creatures, you know, little fairies or something. Stop patronizing Paimon, they're not hallucinations. We should ask around about them. I don't know what you're talking about. I have seen nothing. I have seen nothing worth mentioning. Neviděl jsem nic, co by stálo za zmínku, takže nemusím nic říkat. Taky máme Rozárii v grupě. Proč jdeme? Mezi tím, co ji vidím pořád jít dál.
Cave would lead to a village or something, but it looks like that's not the case. Look, she's sitting over there. Wait, she couldn't possibly be living here, could she?
No tak, nech si vyrůst mozek. Obviously no.
What should we do now? Do we try asking her for directions again?
We shouldn't bother her.
It looks like she's meditating or something.
Yes.
If we bother her now, she probably wouldn't let us off very lightly.
Yes.
Oh. What a lovely smell. It's coming from that sensor over there. This is definitely not your typical place to call home, but at least it smells nice.
Uh-oh.
Huh?
What's going on?
What's the matter? You don't look too good.
Oh, something's not right.
What? Is the smell making you feel sick? Strange. Paimon doesn't feel anything.
Gotta get out of here. I think I'm gonna pass out.
What's happening? Traveler? This is no time for a
Yep.
nap. Oh, come on.
And the world swirls away. When we wake up next, we're in a strange land. Behind us, no road indicating how we got here. The only way we can do is follow the bright light and go forward. Whoa. Now that is cool. And that is dying. Okay. The world will forget me. Jsem právě boží strom, nebo how was it?
Serious? The traveler's been out for a long time now.
Yay, they got to talk over something. That thing being me. Měl bych otevřít oči.
Yes, you can relax. Believe me, Master is extremely knowledgeable.
Že vím, kdo to je.
Says that she's going to be
Yes.
and there's absolutely nothing to worry about. Oh, are you awake now?
Oh, thank
Hey.
goodness, traveler, you're finally awake.
Hey, where am I?
Well, we're at, good question. Where are we? Paimon was in such a panic when you passed out that she even forgot to ask what
This is
Yeah, I know.
Barbatos. It was
Good
originally
Barbatos.
built by scholars from Sumeru as a place to rest in the rainforest. Now it's mainly used by the forest rangers as a base of operations. My name is
Cool.
Kale. I'm a
Kale.
trained forest ranger. My master and I found you passed out during our patrol, so we brought you here.
Yay. Neboli sumerská verze Ember. A.k.a. Dendro Ember. Thank you for your help.
Oh, no thanks are necessary. I didn't do anything really. By the way, how are you feeling now? Any discomfort?
I'm super fine, except this bitter taste in my mouth.
Oh, that's Master's herbal medicine you're tasting. He gave you some while you were unconscious. Before I forget, Master mentioned you should take more medicine once you wake up.
You.
Whoops!
Wow.
Kale, what's the matter? Were you trying to retrieve the medicine? As I've already told you, you must be careful with these. Alright, I'll get it for you once I'm finished here.
Sorry, Master.
Now, the guide to Avidya Forest's edible fungi is clearly posted on our bulletin board. But if Farbode forgets which mushrooms to avoid one more time, I'll have no choice but to leave the guide somewhere a little more visible. Like right smack on his forehead so others can remind him to be careful.
Right? This is the second time he's come down with food poisoning this month. I'll be sure to give him a good talking to.
Yes, please do. If, on the off chance, Farbode simply enjoys having little imaginary fairies dance before his eyes, then we'll just let him be. But the next time he requires any of our medicine, be sure to charge him accordingly.
Well. Hello, mister.
So, how are you doing? Feeling better?
Oh, this is my master, Forest Watcher Tainari. He is chief officer over all the rangers here in Gandharvaville.
I already informed Paimon about the reason you fell unconscious earlier. But now that you're awake, let me explain it for you as well. It is common practice for Sumeru scholars of certain darshans to dedicate themselves to training and meditation in isolated areas, particularly the nearby forests. While meditating, they use a certain incense known as spirit borneol to help calm their minds as they enter a state of deep rumination. In hopes of asking directions, you two followed a scholar named Hypatia into her cave. The incense you smelled inside was the spirit borneol I just mentioned. That incense typically has no effect on most people, but for a very select few, it can have profound effects on one's cognition, as you experienced firsthand. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does make sense.
Very good. Now, answer me this. Did you feel anything after passing out? Say, any out-of-body experience?
Gee, I wonder.
Did you see anything while unconscious?
Was I supposed to see a god tree that was glowing? I saw a god tree that was glowing and that I walked on.
Kale, let the others know to stop bringing their patrol logs here for now.
Huh? Why?
Because these two will be staying here for the next few days. They can have my room and I'll bunk with Amir. Now get a move on and be sure to do as I've said.
Yes, Master Tainari.
Goodbye, colleague.
Wait, hold on a second. Can you tell us what's going on?
Sure, let me fill you in. I originally planned to send you on your way once you finished your medicine. However, it appears now that you should stay a while longer in Gandharva
Observation.
for further observation while you recuperate.
Further observation?
But we need to get to Sumeru City and all that.
No need to be hasty. As long as you have the capacity to judge between right and wrong, I promise that you'll understand the gravity of the situation once I explain everything to you. Based on what you saw after smelling the incense and losing consciousness, we can conclude that you experienced a powerful hallucination, which suggests your mental state is not in the best of shape. If you're skeptical, have a whiff of this.
What? Whoa.
You're experiencing a similar sensation as when you passed out, aren't you? So even though your condition is stable as of now, if I were to haphazardly let you leave, it's highly likely that you'd suddenly pass out again somewhere else. The rainforest is home to many fierce animals and hazardous areas. If something were to happen to you again, I'm afraid you might not be so lucky. For now, I suggest you continue taking your medicine each day and avoid wandering off on your own. At least until you stop having adverse reactions to this kind of smell, okay?
Alright.
Good. Now continue resting while I fire up another bowl of medicine for you.
Thank you, Tiganari-sensei.
Seriously? We just arrived in Sumeru and we're already having problems left and right. Paimon knows we're set on meeting Lesser Lord Kusanali as soon as possible, but you really don't look too good. It'd probably be best to let you recover first.
Yes, prosím, nechte ji recovernout.
Hey,
O nějak to udělejte.
are you even listening to Paimon? Paimon's over here worrying about you, you know.
I feel there's something weird going on.
What's weird? You mean how you're feeling now?
Yeah, can be answered, I guess. Yeah, my body does feel a little weird, but what I mean is, I don't think what I saw were hallucinations.
You mean the vision of tree roots and red skies you saw? But if those weren't hallucinations, what could they be?
A vision. I'm not sure. When I saw the visions, it felt I was standing deep underground. With the red sky. Could it have been Conria?
Well, considering how unique you are, Paimon trusts your judgment here. But why didn't you say anything about it to Tighnari? If he misjudged your condition, then there's a chance you could get worse, right?
He probably wasn't telling us the truth himself.
Huh? You mean that Tighnari already knows that what you saw weren't hallucinations? But if that's the case, why would he try to hide that from us?
Exactly. We need to get to the bottom of this too.
Oh, Paimon gets it now. That explains why you were so quiet earlier. Well, that settles it then. We'll stay here to rest up and figure out what's going on with your hallucination. But it seems like asking Tighnari might not be an option anymore. What do you think we should do?
Let's have a chat with Kale, why don't we?
Good idea. Kale's pretty friendly. We can ask her tomorrow about what she knows regarding the Dendro Archon and customs in Sumeru.
You get a night of rest. Yay. Jsem rád, že opravdu má night of rest.
Come on, it's time to go find Kale.
Jsem prostě hrozně rád, že fakt kanonicky prostě Lumina se prostě vyspala prostě a zůstala jeden celý den. A ne prostě jako, že tahle ta část questu hotová, jděte dál. Jo, Lumina měla spát den, whatever. Představte si, že spala den. A ne, už ona opravdu spala den prostě. I klidně přes Black Fade a žádná interaktivní postel, to je jedno, prostě, že prostě to se reálně stalo nějakou formou. Taky tenhle domeček je totálně boží. Můžu si sednout? Yes, můžu si sednout. Raiden Shogun sedí v sumerském baráčku. Nejvíc prostě totálně off the wall věc. Master Chef? Or Master Chief? Which one of those is a Halo reference? Hey, Adventurers Guild outfit. Oh fuck! Where am I going? There we go. První Dendroculus. Jsem ho viděl a musím ho mít. Taky viewpoint. The city above the forest. Takže tohleto celý, co myslím, že je země, celý jeden gigantický strom. Wow.
All right, next let's see your right hand. Yes, not bad. But please remember that you still need to be careful. Understand?
Yes, I will. By the way, Master, I still haven't received the patrol route for today.
Look, Kale, today's patrol will be a long one, so you won't be coming along this time. Besides, there's a chance we may encounter... well, you understand.
But I have a vision too! Am I useless to everyone now?
Don't talk like that, Kale. This is not something you need to be worrying about right now. Ah, there you are. Feeling any better?
Is there something gonna help?
Yeah, since we'll be staying here for now, we thought we might as well try lending a hand around here.
Seems you're not the type to sit back and take it easy for a while, huh? In that case, perhaps Kale could take you two for a patrol south of Gandharvaville for the day. And if you're feeling up to it, you can be responsible for cleaning the Statue of the Seven.
Tighnari, we're ready to head out.
Roger, I'll be right there. All right, we'll be heading into the forest now. I'll leave any further details to Kale.
Yes, you can count on me.
So,
No, she's cute.
what exactly are we going to be doing today?
Přesně to, co řekl, si neposlouchala.
Tighnari mentioned cleaning the statue just now, but, that doesn't really sound like the job for a ranger.
Wild guess.
Well, a forest ranger's responsibilities can be pretty diverse. They handle a variety of tasks, like checking the condition of outlying roads, maintaining forest facilities, ensuring fire prevention standards are met, and providing assistance to travelers and locals. As for Master, well, he has to handle more dangerous areas of the rainforest. Today we can perform routine checks on the pathway lamps as we make our way to the Statue of the Seven. Paimon, traveler, this way! You can leave the task of checking the lamps to me. In the meantime, you two can keep an eye out for anything unusual.
Should I do it? Udělám si specifickou grupu pro tuhletu sekvenci. Já pravděpodobně na to vyžu second a third stringer stránku. Já použiju tuhletu. Takže condition 1. Condition 1 Lumina. Condition 2 not you. You!
Forest Ranger Collei, reporting.
Collei. Condition number 2. And pravděpodobně bych tam měl dát aspoň Sangonomiu nebo někoho, kdo nás protáhne.
We'll need a strategy.
A někdo do počtu, někdo, kdo je fun. Kdyby náhodou byl kombat, jak jsou ty ostatní Lumina je silná. A Sango jí podpoří plošným vodním a její útoky taky nejsou nic na co si stěžovat. Takže tam brznem. Tam brznem venty. Koše, mám rád na 4. slotu, tak to uděláme takhle. Máme tu kolej. Když já jsem na ní nesáhnul, co? Sáhnul, Nobles Oblige na ní jsem stavěl, akorát já Nobles Oblige moc nemám. Luk jsem jí dal, dobrý. Nejsem až takovej suchar. Tady je limitovaná 40. Mental burst damage. Takový klasický. Jelikož nemá žádný dendro specifický věci ani od Nobles Oblige. Protože tyhle ty věci prostě nemám. Jako hydro damage bonus jí nepomůže. Tak, kde to je? Já to nepoznám podle téhle ikonky. To, co mám nejvíc. Tady to. To má attack bonus základní. Attack bonus is never wrong. Já dendro damage bonus, takže just in general. Třeba tohleto. A tady je crit rate, takže crit rate je věc. V případě jí dám tohleto, co má i crit rate. Žiu. Má crit damage, ale crit damage jako takový nepomůže. Elemental Mastery případně. Miss má jako podsložku crit rate. Ne. Mám jako třetí tuhletu věc. Tady na to je attack. V podstatě attack a crit. Že tady dám gladiator. Mám 3 ataky dokonce. Nebude žádný nějaký super mega velký. Tak, to by bylo už 2. A tady dám jakýkoliv crit rate. Jo. Když dám tohleto Faisaro konduktor. Tak, já tam hlavně ještě se hodně, jestli něco nedependuje. Což vypadá, že ne. Že je to relativně jedno. Wow. What did I do? Jo, nějaký jsem se nabral. Jo, Critray dostal upgrade, yes. Tak, základní takový basic bitch upgrade. 15% Critray, takový starters minimal. Není to nic slavného, ale she's gonna be built up, she's gonna be beefed. Skoro více damage. Okay. Returning to this. Je pochůzka rozsvěcování lampy.
Nothing wrong with these 2 lamps. Let's move to the next ones. Oh, this lamp seems to be getting a little wobbly. Let me make a note of it. No problems with this lamp. Good.
What is supposed to be here?
The statue of the 7 is up on top of that large rock formation. You must have seen it when you came down this road before. It's pretty high up there, isn't it? Don't worry. If you're afraid you can't make it up there, I'm sure Master wouldn't mind if you don't clean the statue.
Shouldn't be a problem for me.
Oh? I guess I'll leave it up to you then. There's not much footing once you reach the statue, so be careful up there.
Paimon will fly up with you and help you with those hard-to-reach areas. By the way, Kale, do you know anything about the Dendro Archon? You know, what's she like?
That depends. Are you referring to Greater Lord Rukkhadevata or Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Huh? Greater Lord Rukkhadevata? Oh, is that the name of the former Dendro Archon?
Uh-huh. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was Sumeru's first Dendro Archon. She created the rainforest as well as the wall of Samiel around the desert. Her works provided a means of peaceful living for everyone. To the people of Sumeru, she's not only a symbol of wisdom, but also of power and kindness. Unfortunately, she disappeared in a great calamity that occurred a few hundred years ago.
Yep. Sounds exactly like what happened to Raiden Makoto.
According to what Master has told me, the sages later found the newly born Dendro Archon and whisked her back to Sumeru. To celebrate the reinstatement of their lost deity, the sages dubbed her Lesser Lord Kusanali and let her reside in the sanctuary of Sarastana.
Uh-huh. Then what happened?
Well, and then... I'm not too sure what happened, to be honest.
Huh? You're not too sure?
Yeah, I'm from Sumeru. But
Maybe it's difficult to discuss this topic with strangers. If that's the case, then don't worry, we understand.
no, it's not that. I'm not trying to hide something from you. Besides, I don't consider you two strangers. Because you two know Amber, right?
Yes! Coincidence is not just by sight.
Wait, Amber? You mean...
The Outrider of Knights of Eronius.
Yes, that's her. I once lived in Mondtstadu for a while, and she helped me a lot during that time. You could even say that she helped me become a new person.
Jste hodně podobný.
There's no one like Amber. She lives life to the fullest while always adhering to her strong sense of justice. She's ready to answer the call for action at any moment, but is also very understanding of others. She's like the spark that lights the fire in everyone's heart around her. If you ask me, she's a prime example of a true outrider. She's the first person anyone coming to Mondtstadu will meet. You can't help but be enthralled by her charm and enthusiasm, causing you to fall in love with the lands of Mondtstadu and...
You're rambling.
Sorry.
Ah, we've never seen this? I've never seen this side of you, Cole, eh?
Paimon thought the work of Outriders was a little different from what you just described, but one thing's for sure, you really like Amber.
Sorry. I was rambling on just now. It must have sounded kind of weird.
Not to me.
It's alright, Kale. Knowing that you're a friend of Amber somehow makes Paimon suddenly feel a lot closer to you. So, how do you know that we've met Amber?
Well, after I returned to Sumeru, Amber and I have stayed in touch by writing each other letters. In one letter,
Yay.
she mentioned that Mondtstadu was attacked by a fearsome dragon, but the city was saved by a mysterious blonde traveler and their floating companion. I knew you two were the ones she mentioned in the letter the moment I saw you. But, considering everything you've been through that day, I thought it'd be inappropriate to bring it up.
She's a fangirl. První faninku asi.
So that's how you knew.
Yep, so please know that you two have my complete trust. Really, I wish I could tell you more about the Ginger Archon, but I have been away from Sumeru for some time, and I haven't read any books. Sorry.
Same.
That's alright. You've already helped us a lot. We had never even heard of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata or the Sanctuary of Surasthana until you mentioned...
Oh, I'm happy that was helpful.
Skip Paimon.
There is one thing I want to ask, though. Why do you two want to know about the Ginger Archon?
Máme takovou Archon Tour, je to hodně populární teďkon kvůli mě. You know. We've already been to 3 of them.
So that's why you're here. Thank you for telling me your story.
Don't mention it. We are friends after all, right?
Yeah, friends, right? Friends. Friends.
Statue to clean.
You both have my thanks. While you two are up there cleaning, I'll go ahead and inspect the forest canopy. Let's meet back here shortly.
Alright. Divide and conquer. Wait. Extra dialogue?
I'm not a very good climber, so I'll just let you handle the statue. I'll go check the facilities up ahead. By the way, once we're done with our work here, would you like to chat some more?
Yes. Takže podobnost s Amber není jenom vada na vašem přijímači, je to opravdu intentional. Protože ona je úplně spitting image of Amber. A je to důvodný.
Now that Paimon looks at it, the deity that's carved on the statue is kinda small. Do you think she's supposed to be Greater Lord Rukkhadevata or Lesser Lord Kusanali?
With this size, maybe Lesser Kusanali.
The name does seem to fit the statue somehow. Well, anyway, we'll have to figure that out later.
Což znamená, že tyhle ty statue of Dosavadní vznikly po Kandrii.
Let's get started on cleaning the statue. Paimon will fly up and take care of
You meticulously cleaned the statue.
Nice work. That's one clean statue. Let's
No ale
sit down and meet
takhle
up
to
with
většinou děláme, protože to potřebuje anemon na vyčištění. Hui! Harefruit. Jo, sedí ten na kládě. Jej.
We're back.
Welcome back! You must be tired after all that climbing. Let's take a little break. I brought some fruit and water for us.
Yay!
Dude, what kind of goodies did you bring?
Paimon, show some restraint, please.
Hey, don't be a party pooper. It's not like Kale is a stranger or anything. Besides, the best way to compliment a chef is to show passion for their food. Xiangling taught Paimon that.
I prepared a nice portable dish that forest rangers like to eat called pita pockets. I hope you'll like them.
No, you dropped it on the ground.
Not to worry. I wrapped a few layers of oiled paper around each pita. They should be fine.
5-second rule. Nom.
Paimon,
You and just beat us together with Kale.
those pitas
Yay.
are amazing. You're quite the cook, Kale. Thank goodness you wrapped them in paper. Paimon wouldn't have been able to sleep at night knowing something so tasty had been wasted.
You really know how to compliment the chef, Paimon. Since you liked it so much, I'll be sure to give you a copy of the recipe sometime. I'll even include all my personal cooking pointers, so you'll be making your own pita pockets in no time.
Yay! Thanks, Kale. It's hard to believe someone as diligent as you could have clumsy moments too.
Jak jako it's hard to believe. Jenom během asi pár hodin jsme jí viděli něco dropnout dvakrát. Něco důležitýho.
Oh, I guess it happens from time to time.
Yeah, from time to time. Jenom dvakrát za 2 hodiny asi.
So, Kale, don't you think that Tainari's a little too strict with you? He won't let you touch anything without his permission. Paimon knocks stuff over all the time flying around the Traveler, but she's never said anything.
No, you've got the wrong idea about Master. Sure, he may seem a bit harsh at first, but with some time, you'll see that he's actually very kind-hearted. I've heard the veteran rangers say that Master is from some ancient and mysterious race that is known for their cunning wit and reclusive nature. But Master's actually very kind at heart. Oh, by the way, you've heard of the Academia, right?
Yeah.
Well, there's a group called... well, anyway, because Master does a lot of research on plants, sages from the Academia have written him many times, inviting him to take up an official position there. But Master declines their offers every time, saying, Sumeru City is too noisy. It'd be bad for my ears.
To druhá odpověď. Jenom si to přečtu a prostě už teď umírám. That does sound like something Dagnari would say. Speaking of his ears, I would really like to pet them.
I know, right? I've always wanted to pet them too. Anyway, Master could have easily left the rainforest to take up a position at the Academia, but he chose to stay here instead as a forest watcher, helping the locals every day and passing on his knowledge to trainees. In fact, Master's the one who taught me how to make pita pockets.
Really? Paimon would have never guessed that. Oh, speaking of Tainari, he was the one who took care of you after finding you passed out yesterday. He even carried you all the way here. Paimon's still kinda upset, though. He kept scolding Paimon the entire way here.
What did you do?
Oh no, I'm sorry. Master might have been overreacting a little, but it's mostly because Paimon wouldn't stop yelling, "Why, oh why? Is she going to die?" It probably started to get under Master's skin after a while.
Hey! No, Paimon was genuinely concerned about you.
Yeah, sure. Protože mě potřebuješ na nějaký svůj plán, o kterém ani ty sama nevíš.
Hey! Now even Kale started to laugh. Ugh, that's it! Paimon won't forget this. It's time for some Paimonial rap!
No! Don't touch me!
Don't touch me! Huh?
Oh, sorry, Kale. Paimon didn't mean to scare you.
No, I just... I didn't mean that.
Kale, are you okay? What's the matter?
What's the matter? Did I touch a sore spot?
No, I'm fine. I'm sorry. I must have startled you both reacting like that. Oh, well, it's getting late now. Let's hurry back to Gandharvaville. I think Master and the others should be back by now too.
Co, máš nějaký PTSD?
Huh? What was up with Kale just now? And why is she in such a hurry all of a sudden? Look, she's practically running back. Paimon can't even see her now.
Get better eyes. I can clearly see her. She's right over there. Return. Okay, I shall return.
The rainforest climate is far more beautiful than that of the desert.
Don't touch me.
Ah, Traveler. You've returned.
Yep, we're back. Have you seen Kale by any chance?
Oh, Kale? Yes. I saw her go into her room just a moment ago.
Oh, okay. Guess we'll just have to wait and talk to her tomorrow then.
Yeah. Asi má zase nějaký tajný PTSD. Nebo něco strašného se jí stalo a my jsme jí tím připomněli, když tu moment z její hrozný minulosti, tím, že jsme se jí dotkli stejným způsobem jako někdo jiný. To bylo proč zareagovat tím specifickým způsobem. Už jsem to věděl. Rozhodně prostě to není poprvé, co jsem to ve hře nebo někde třeba ve filmu prostě viděl přesně tu věc. Je prostě okamžitá reakce prostě. OK, jaký PTSD máš ty? Jakou ty máš flavor? What is your flavor of PTSD? Tě někdo abuzoval nějakým určitým způsobem? Ding!
Paimon was thinking all night about what happened with Kale.
Já jsme se dál přespali?
Figure out what the problem might be. Maybe she's in a better mood now. Let's go check
Wow! Jsem se tady vypláznul tady jako a to byl docela dobrý parkour.
Ah, it's you two. I was just about to go look for you.
Huh? Tainari? What are you doing here? Where's Kale?
I came to check on Kale's condition. To put it simply, she's not well.
Physically or mentally?
You mean she's sick? How could she be... Oh, wait a minute. Could it be because of what Paimon did yesterday?
No, no need to worry. Something as small as you could never harm her. This sickness is something that Kale has been dealing with for some time. Kale has been more excited than usual since you two arrived. A little too much so, to be honest. She hasn't remembered to take care of herself. I suppose it's understandable, though. She hasn't been around anyone she considered a friend for some time now. It must have been refreshing for her to have you two here.
So, Tainari, what's really wrong with Kale?
Let's take this conversation elsewhere. Kale just fell asleep after taking her medicine. She needs some peace and quiet.
Okay, takže má nějakou rakovinu. Good. Good to know. I shall be sure to feel accordingly. Yep.
Yesterday, a total of 5 dusk birds flew by.
Wee.
All right, let's continue our conversation here, shall we? To be honest, I hadn't realized that you're that honorary knight from Mondtstadu until Kale told me just now. I've also heard all about your deeds in Liyue and Inazumme. So, just to clarify, what I'm about to tell you about Kale is not because of who you are or your past feats. Instead, I am going to tell you because Well, because Kale asked me to. And honestly speaking, I was against Kale revealing her past to you. But she insisted, saying you two treated her with sincerity and as a friend. So now she wishes to reciprocate the gesture.
So, Tainari, what exactly is wrong with Kale? You said this is something she's been dealing with for some time.
Right. Ever since she was a child, she's been afflicted with a disease called Elazar.
Elazar?
Yes, it's a disease unique to the lands of Sumeru. It is characterized by dark and hardened scales that form on the body. At first, the afflicted may only feel mild numbness on the affected area of the skin. However, as the disease progresses, one may begin feeling fatigued and even experience peripheral paresthesia. In its final stages, the disease strips a person of the ability to control their own body, and they effectively become completely immobile.
That sounds terrifying.
They lose control of the body?
Wait, hold on. So when Kale seemed to be acting a little clumsy earlier, it was because...
Correct. That would be the effects of Elazar, which is precisely why I do not want her carrying or holding anything, lest she ends up hurting herself.
So is there any cure?
With
Duh.
appropriate treatment, the disease can be effectively controlled before it progresses to a more serious stage.
Yep.
However,
Rakovina.
there is
Nebo něco takového.
still no true cure for Elazar.
Nejsem expert na nemoci, jenom vím ty nejvíc známý. A v podstatě něco, i když většina rakoviny teďkon začíná mít léčení. Hey, if you don't know, you can look it up. Ale rakovina je taková ta věc, kterou prostě můžete nějak zkrotit a kontrolovat, ale nikdy se toho nezbavíte většinou. A ona má něco podobného. Můžou to v podstatě zastavit, ten progres, ale prostě s tím bude žít už na dosmrti.
Nevertheless, Kale's mother still hoped that there was something out there. She handed Kale over to an organization known as Barbatos after one of their members lied and said they had a cure.
What? The Fatui?
Ah, it appears you're already familiar with them. That'll save me some explanation. Anyway, the person who eventually rescued Kale and brought her to me for care said
The
that she had
doctor.
been given to a harbinger known as the Doctor. I have no idea how this doctor managed to do it, but her case of Elazar was completely stable for all the years that Kale was with them. However, Kale's days with the Fatui were anything but pleasant. Kale is a resilient individual and always tries to appear cheerful, but her experience with the Fatui has left deep scars. Even now, she can still feel deathly afraid of someone touching her.
Yep. I fucking predicted it.
Kale's been through so much suffering.
Oh, by the way, Paimon, Kale wanted me to tell you that she's sorry for scaring you yesterday. She also wanted both of you to know that she's sorry for hiding her illness.
She doesn't need to apologize. None of this is her fault at all.
Well said. I hope you'll get a chance to tell her that in person the next time you see her. Kale once thought that it would be impossible for her to have any real friendships. I trust that you two will never let my trainee experience such emotional pain again.
Don't worry, Tainari. We'll take good care of her.
How's her condition now, speaking of which?
Well, it's not too serious at this point. She overexerted herself the last couple of days, which is what led to her breakdown this time. As long as she has taken her medicine and gets plenty of rest, she should get better. Though, I must admit that Kale's condition was much more stable when she first arrived here in Gandharvaville. She was interested in the work of the forest rangers the moment she saw us. I could see that she was serious about learning, so I felt compelled to ask her to join us. Her stamina has gotten much worse recently. Though a moderate amount of physical exercise is always necessary, I'm afraid the long-distance patrols are a little too much for her now. All right. Now that I've told you about Kale's past, I think I'll head into the rainforest to find some ingredients needed for her medicine. I'll see you two later.
Wait, can we come along?
Yeah, we'd like to do something to help Kale too.
All right, but I must warn you two. The rainforest is a dangerous place, especially for someone who's still recovering like the traveler. You must follow closely and listen to every instruction.
No problemo.
Let's go then. We'll be looking for a plant known as Nilotpala lotus. It's often used to help those afflicted with Elazar recover their energy.
to find this plant?
Nilotpala lotuses can be found all over the rainforest, but it often grows right here around Gandharvaville.
Je menší pracovní změnou.
I'll lead the way. You are correct. Nilotpala lotus grows in the water. When fully matured, they look like giant blue flowers floating on the water's surface. Quite an attractive species, if you ask me. The large petals are actually the plant's leaves and sepals, which surround a very small flower. You should note that many of the plants found in Sumeru have names that are contrary to their species. Take the Kalpalata, for example. The plant is not a lotus at all, but rather a vine. And then there's the Sumeru rose, which is not a rose, completely contrary to its name.
Oh, huh. Okay then. Note to Paimon. Never bring up the topic of flowers with Tainari.
His big brain is too intimidating. Tohleta věc. Tu často vídávám u sumerských postav, když chtějí rank up. No momento. Everything okay?
There should be Nilotpala lotuses growing somewhere in this area. Let's split up and begin searching. If you could manage to gather 4 of them, that would be sufficient. We'll rendezvous here once you've
I think I have them.
Alright.
Yep, got them.
Requested?
I already have them. I'm super speedy.
Let me take a look. Good, very good. These are all excellent quality. I'm quite glad you two came along. Your exploration experience helped save me a lot of time here. It seems we even have enough time to stock up on some other things I need.
Hey, Tainari!
Hey. Hi.
Oh, Tainari, someone's calling your name.
Ah yes, that's Amir and the others. But didn't they just set off not too long ago? What are they doing back so early? Let's go find out what's going on.
Yes, let's find her. No tak, je to jenom pár metrů.
Keep up.
Tainari, thank goodness we found you here. We were just about to head back and find you at Gandharv.
What's going on?
We just discovered a withering zone.
The withering is back? But the patrol route you were on should have been already cleared just a week ago. It reappeared so quickly. Can you tell me the exact location?
It's up ahead, deep in the river valley. It's appeared in a spot that blocks nearly the entire narrow part of the valley area, so we decided to come find you as quickly as possible.
And the radius of the contamination?
Sorry, I couldn't get a clear enough view to tell.
No one in our patrol team had a vision, and it appeared to still be spreading. So we didn't risk getting any closer.
Okay, I understand. You made the right decision. I'll go deal with it right away. In the meantime, please guide these two back to Gandharvaville.
Wait, Tainari, why don't you let us help you?
You two have only just arrived in Sumeru. You're still unfamiliar with many things in these lands. There's a unique type of anomaly that occurs in the Sumeru rainforest. It's called the withering. The affected areas not only cause nearby vegetation to wither, but it's also lethal to wildlife and even people. If you don't carry a vision, then you should think twice before approaching such places.
Yes, Amir is absolutely right. I wasn't kidding when I said the rainforest is a dangerous place. As Amir said, only someone with a vision, that is, the power to manipulate elements, will be able to resist the withering's corrosive effects for a time.
That's right. If any of the forest rangers without a vision come across a withering zone,
Yes, uděláš to, co jsi udělal.
can venture within a withering zone and find a way to deal with it.
Jako to prostě straight up řeknu, jo? Okay. I might be able to do something since, you know, I can control the elements.
But you don't seem to carry a vision.
Don't worry, she may not have a vision, but she's a real pro at using the power of the elements.
It seems the rumors about you are true. In that case, all right, you two may accompany me. We typically only teach visitors how to identify the withering as they're about to leave Gandharvaville. We'll make an exception today and show you what it looks like up close.
Cool. A myslím, že tajná Tigarnárium má tu věc, že ukazuje na mapě všechny blízký sumerský specifický resursy na mapě s tou ručičkou. Je vždycky nějaká postava, která to má.
Stop. Don't move any further. Look there in the distance.
Huh? Where? Oh, look! Those plants have withered. That whole area is kinda gloomy. Even the air looks like it's filled with ash. Oh, Paimon doesn't like the look of this.
That is the withering. All right, traveler. We're going to have to enter that withering zone. Once inside, we'll need to look for what we call tumors of the withering. If we eliminate those, then the area will be saved.
Gotcha. Let's do it.
Thank you. But I must warn you. Don't push yourself. This is your first time handling this sort of thing, after all. Even with elemental powers, once you step inside the withering zone, you may experience extreme discomfort. If at any point it becomes too much, return outside of the zone and take a breather. It could become a matter of life and death. You ready then? Let's go. First, we must locate any branches sustaining the withering zone.
Fajn, já si to přečtu. Instead refers to areas and some sort of mysterious ominous power. The zone depends on this type of degree. All how much you can all participants have their elementalism, physical magic degree. Takže jenom ty odolnostní věci, útok mi zůstane. Ha, fuck you. And you remain within after fully committed, all members will fall. Okay. Takže prostě nic a najednou prostě bleh. You must use the power of the dendrogranite to clear the withering away. And only when all the withering branches are destroyed can the tomb or everything be beat. At the beating heart of the air be destroyed. But then you carry life. Candles of life and flames of life can indicate the worst before entering withering zones. Cool. Ah, tady ta věc.
One with the forest.
Here we go. Yeah.
Windblade!
Yeah, collect them to gonna end attack. Ah, charge attack. I get it.
Ha! Great work. Now that all the branches have been cleared, we'll need to take care of the tumor. Time to pull some weeds. Ha! Can't see? I'll uproot you.
Think you can get away?
Prepare to be blown away!
One with the forest. Let's nip that in the bud. Now, destroy the tumor of the withering.
Jo, jenom. Fap. To je docela Tak
Everything's returning to normal now.
Yes, thanks to you two. We were able to quickly restore this area back to normal.
Tainari? You make it sound like we did well, but why does Paimon have the feeling you're worried about something?
Gee, I don't know.
Huh? Alright, it's like this. Recently, the rate at which the withering zone appears has been increasing. Even though we were able to quickly clear that withering zone, it won't be long before another one appears. If that simply meant more work for me, then that wouldn't be an issue. But it's far more severe than that. The withering is leaving lasting effects on the rainforest itself. For instance, even though we cleared out the withering zone, many of the plants that were affected will not recover. This presents a crisis for the ecosystem itself. Many plants in the rainforest are already in decline, directly impacting the wildlife that depends on those plants. And most disturbingly, as the appearances of withering zones have started to increase, Kale's case of Elazar has also become more serious.
Huh? But why's that?
I'm still not sure of the exact reason. However, I've received word from acquaintances at the academia that similar cases are being reported for patients with other conditions.
There's no way to permanently get rid of it?
No, none that we know of. The withering has been recorded in Sumeru for millennia. It's said that it originates from the depths of the world. By the way, have you heard of Irminsul before?
Maybe?
Irminsul is a tree located deep beneath the surface. Although it isn't like any tree we know in a biological sense. You can basically think of it as a large tree that grows downwards rather than upwards. I'm sure you've heard of ley lines, right? They're like the roots of Irminsul, spreading and extending from a massive cavern deep underground all the way up to the surface.
Sounds a lot like what I saw when I lost consciousness.
Ley lines continually absorb the memories of this world, which are then funneled into Irminsul, allowing it to collect knowledge and wisdom from ancient times to present day. The Dendro Archon is known as the God of Wisdom because her consciousness is directly connected to it. It is also said that the Dendro Archon's power is a manifestation of Irminsul. And as for the Withering, its emergence is related to a disease that's affecting it.
For millennia. Yet that Irminsul is also sick.
That's right. My ancestors learned of this from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's familiars a long time ago. But even those mysterious creatures did not know of a cure for Irminsul. I'm afraid we rangers will be battling the withering zones here for a long time until a cure is found. Alright, that's enough on this topic for the time being. Now that we've taken care of things here, it's time for us to head back to Gandharvaville.
Let's return to Gandharvaville. Tak koukám, tak je tu docela dost vodních houbáků. Takže někdo z Electropower by se mohl tady hodně vyřádit. Jako třeba bohyně Elektra. Nějaká určitá malá postava, která vůbec nemyslím někoho specifického. Thank you, Venti. Whoops.
Oh, Tainari, you all made it back. How did it go?
The withering zone you reported has been taken care of. Huh. Wait, is that?
Ptáčník.
Oh no, Hypatia!
Správový pták?
Huh? What's wrong, Tainari?
This duskbird is Hypatia's designated courier for urgent news. You do remember her, don't you? She's the scholar you and Paimon were following when you first arrived in Sumeru.
Oh, her? How could we forget?
Let me see what's written in the letter first. Oh.
So what's it say? And what's with that weird expression on your face? Huh? All Paimon sees are 3 squiggly lines.
Yes, allow me to explain. After we brought you from Hypatia's cave to Gandharvaville, Hypatia resumed her meditation. She must have just finished. It's been nearly 3 days since she's had anything to eat, and it appears she's forgotten to prepare some rations. This letter is her asking us for help. We need to go.
What? You mean she's been sitting there for 3 days? Hey, wait, how did you know all that from just a few lines on the paper?
Well, obviously because this has happened before. Last time she drew 5 lines, and by the time we found her... Well, I'd prefer not to remember that.
Takže počet čar, který udělá, je počet dní bez potravy.
Needless to say, Hypatia's been through worse, but we should still get to her as quickly as possible. I've got some emergency rations set aside for times like these. Paimon, Traveler, could you two bring these to her?
Wait, you want us to bring her the rations? But will the Traveler be okay if her cave is still filled with that funny incense?
Let's find out. Here, Traveler, take a smell and see. So, how do you feel?
No usual feelings this time. It's a light and refreshing fragrance.
Huh? Really? You're not feeling even a little drowsy? But wait, how'd you know that she'd be okay this time?
Back when we were clearing the Withering Zone, I observed that she could adeptly manipulate the Dendro element. I knew then that she would be fine.
Já, to jsem neudělal, ale mohl bych.
And if I may ask, when I was telling you two about Irminsul's ley lines, was what I described similar at all to what you saw while you were unconscious?
It was not a hallucination, was it?
That's correct. Those weren't hallucinations at all. Though I don't intend to apologize for deceiving you.
Thank you.
Because what you saw is of significant importance. Not just for the nation of Sumeru, but the entire world of Teyvat. My forefathers were shown much favor by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. We took an oath to protect this nation together with her. Now that that duty has fallen to me, it was part of my responsibilities to ascertain whether you could be entrusted with the fate of Sumeru. Now, after seeing you in action with my own eyes, you have earned my confidence, and I no longer feel the need to hide any secrets from you.
So, could you give me an explanation? What was that?
When you passed out, your consciousness had connected directly with Irminsul. What you witnessed were actually real memories contained within Irminsul itself. I could try to tell you more, but it would be better if you went to ask Hypatia instead. Her focus on meditation and use of Spirit Borneol are aimed at establishing a connection with Irminsul, just as you did.
That sounds nice and all, but will she really help us? Seriously, she completely ignored us the last time we tried talking to her.
That was because when you ran into her, she was in a special phase of her training. During that time, she must avoid communicating with others. Please, wait here for a moment.
Cool. Bye.
Here, take these. It's a meal I packed for Hypatia, as well as some other ingredients. I'm sure it'll come in handy. Also, here's a letter that I would like you to give to her. Just show it to her and she'll answer any questions you may have.
Thank you.
Now, I should be the one thanking you. You've both been a great help these last few days.
Yeah. Boxed lunch. And a letter. Takže, věc číslo 1. Portnu se sem, což je náhodou i docela blízko. A budu rezonovat s Dendro. Aby se neřekl. The essence of flora. So let's see. Verdant overgrowth, verdant luxury. Every point mastery, they're possessing is damage by certain manifestation, no matter jo, takže hodně na elemental mastery. Okay, to necessary by saying that certain things. Need to go before you and steal the den. Cool. Takže ultina je, že to vytvoří nějakou lampu, která bude dávat. V podstatě jako má Lisa tu elektrickou lampu, tak tohle je v podstatě dendro verze. A nějak se to smíchá s elementem, který tam přemícháte. To není úplně tak zlý.
Maybe she went out to look for some food. Let's try looking around the area.
I don't think so. Sounds like it's coming from inside. Je vyhledávala 3 dny, těžko se asi bude někde ohlížet po jídle sama. Yeah, there she is. Is she okay? Oh no, they're gonna crash. Huh? Oh no. What's going on? Has the world swirled away once again? Not quite.
There you are. Hypatia, are you alright?
So hungry.
She's...
Need water.
She sometimes looks at more... She has more energy than I expected.
There's no way we can get her to eat in her current condition. Huh? Wait. Why does it look super foggy outside all of a sudden?
I don't know. Go through the mist.
Huh? How'd things out here end up looking like this? What happened? And where are we?
Are we in the spirit world? Pulnuli jsme Avatara a teď jsme ve spirit worldu, what? Relax, there must be a logical explanation for all of this.
Really? Oh, maybe you're right. Let's go investigate the area.
Jo, v zóně, kde nemáme žádnou vodu. Já ale mám dost. Osobně, za kamerou. Go through the tree hollow. Door of the Resurrection, což znamená dungeon.
Wow, this place is huge. Paimon knew there's something off about that cave. Let's think of a way to get over there and have a closer look. Who knows? Maybe...
Yes, bouncy mushrooms. I get it. Co je to jako ty Harry Potterovský zelený skákající koberce? Uj. Ooh, what is over here? Whoa! The world swirled away. Where is anything? Proč jsme v Inazumský tady ty věci? V Inazumský fortu? Why are we in Inazuma? Speaking of which, bedna. Krejta? Krajiny zničit. Wow. The world's swirled away once again. And we are up here. Collect 3 rosins. Yep, je to dungeon. Nebylo mi dovoleno si vyměnit věci. Tak, zkusím nějak vymlátit tyhle.
Time for takeoff.
Cool. Něco tam bylo. Nemáme na slabší staty? Ne. Není to ten tablet, co potřebuju? Ne. Ten tablet, co potřebuje, je kytičkovej. Tohle byl... je single kytičkář. Co když pojdu úplně nahoru? Jo, tady jsou ty dveře, které potřebuji otevřít. Aha, tady je ta druhá. Ji rovnou seberu. Bych tam měl rovnou z krku.
I'll uproot you. One with the forest.
Tak se vším tím listovým. Sango, go.
Can't see.
Propagate! Spring forth! Think you can get away?
I hear everything. One with the forest. I'll uproot you.
Yahoo! Allow me!
Trojkytička je. Potřebuju single kytičku. Wow. Letím k druhému kytičkovému lístku. Hledím přímo dovnitř. A tady je třetí. Nebo druhý, ale pro mě v podstatě třetí. Nejsou to enemies. Ale je to ouchies. Oh. No matter.
Let's play.
Tady, kde jsem předtím už byl. Wow, the world swirls away once again. Jsem zase v Inazumě.
What is going on here? This place is getting weirder by the minute. Hey, what's the matter? You don't look so good.
This place looks very familiar. So how does this happen? Huh? No, jako já to mám nalínovat, jenže mi neřeknu ani jak. What am I supposed to do? Tam ta... Jo, tady svítí bod, to je pěkný, ale co mám s tím dělat? Co mám s tím udělat, ha? Tam svítí jenom 3 kolečka, jedno kolečko má ocásek a tohle to není vůbec podobný. What am I supposed to do? Doesn't make any sense. Tohle absolutně nedává smysl. What do you mean inspect the court far down the... Tady prostě nic není. Můžu ten quest říct, co sakra mám dělat? Ne. Takže tady budu stát jako trotl, prostě kývat kamerou, dokud prostě se něco nestane. Tam tady ty symboly ani nedoléhají nakonec, takže se nedá k ničemu připojit. Tam jenom useká věc dole a tady nahoře. Ale to tam prostě... Tak do kamery snad ani nedostanu. No, tak to je nějaký ocas divný. No. Tak akorát spojím ty jediný dvě věci, které jsou u okraju, které jsou nějak jakoby rozřízlý. Ale to nic neudělá. Kdo vymyslel tohle, ale přiznejte se, vývojáři. Který z vás vývojářů vymyslel tu chujovinu? Hej, what the f... To ani nedolíhá k sobě! To ani spolu nemá co společného. To fakt... To je taková pičovina, vole, tohleto. Ani nemohli se obtěžovat, vole, s nějakým obrazcovitým puzzlem, který na sobě přiléhá. A nebo prostě říct, nalajnujte tohle ty věc. World swears away once more, jsme zpátky in the Leaf World. Cool. Už mě začíná tohleto zdlouhávání prudit. Cool. A nemám nikoho, kdo by s ním mohl bojovat. Cool. Ty... On bude mít ten super štít a já nemám nikoho, kdo by s tím mohl co dělat. To nikdo nedává žádný damage. Pak kdybych měl doslova kohokoliv. Já mu nějak asi zničit ten štít, ale já mu nic nedělám prostě. Jo, zrovna v ten jeden moment, kdy Raiden Shogun není vedle mě, vole, tak prostě najednou, prostě. I'm still gonna find my brother no matter what.
Or are you just living in complete denial? His Highness has long since forsaken you. Your meager existence in his eyes is that of an annoying bug, only to be stepped upon. The bonds of love and family which drive you to find your sibling are utterly gone. Your journey is meaningless.
To je docela prvého. Viděli jsme ho, ale neměl zájem.
But don't you fret now. Today will be your last.
Yeah. Just get it over it. Kdybych mohl mít kohokoliv jinýho. Prostě nikdo prostě vás nepřipraví na to, že jdete do dungeonu. Jinak kdybych věděl, že jdu do dungeonu, tak bych si okamžitě změnil grupu, vole. Ale já musím trčet s Luminou, která je totálně depowernutá dendrem, který prostě absolutně nemám vylevlený a nic nemám, vole. Pak tu mám Tigarnáriho, který ho mám, když to prostě řeknu na rovinu, tak ho mám na ozdobu. Pak mám Venty, která je dobrá v supportu, ale prostě potřebujete někoho prostě plus jednoho člověka, aspoň který něco dokáže. A pak mám Sangonomiu, která je vodní, proti Heraldovi, který je vodní a infusenutý. Jako, wow, thanks. Kdyby to byl ohnivý Herald, tak bych možná něco udělal. Ale tady prostě ne. Feels like I was dreaming, but I can't remember what I saw.
What do we do? We haven't seen Hypatia anywhere out here. Oh, there she is! Quick, let's...
So sweet.
Well, the good news is that she's still conscious. Hey, why'd you drop her food on the floor like that?
It's just kind of zone is. Yeah. Oh, Paimon neví. It's just giving me a shock.
Oh, guess that makes sense. She does look kind of rough at the moment. Anyways, we can talk about this later. We better make sure she's a...
There's nothing to talk about. Nothing happened.
Whoa, wait a sec. Look at all this fruit lying around her. We can put that to good use.
After Kage pays some water and fruit juice, she regains full consciousness.
Who is there? Tainari, is that you?
Ten je příliš busy.
Huh?
It's okay. You can relax, Hypatia. Tainari sent us here to bring you some food and water. Here, we have a letter that he asked us to give you.
Můžeš jí říct všechno, já jí důvěřuju. Go.
I see. So, you're friends of Tainari. I apologize for all the trouble I've caused you. I'm grateful that you came so quickly to save me. You even brought all this fruit.
Well, actually, we didn't bring the fruit. We were kind of wondering about that, actually. When we found you here, there was all this fruit lying around and even some juice dripping from your lips. How did you end up like this anyway?
Oh, really? I seem to understand now. All the fruit was likely from my, neighbor. Must have come by and saw me like this.
Your neighbor? You mean there's someone else living nearby?
Like a cabbage?
Oh? So you're able to see them too?
Yeah, bitch, but it happened in the cave.
Wait, hold on a second, traveler. You say that before we arrived, you saw some mysterious creature and suddenly had a strange dream? Isn't that a little too crazy to believe?
No, I actually do believe what the traveler is saying. I myself had a similar experience once before and ended up scaring my timid little neighbor here. You needn't worry. They mean you no harm. They only dragged you into the dream because they hoped to buy themselves a little time in order to scurry away.
So, Hypatia, just what kind of creature is your neighbor exactly?
I'm not sure what it's called, to be honest. But I do know that they have some sort of deeper connection with the Dendro Archon. I know this because the first time I saw them was also the exact day my consciousness was able to form a connection with Ermin's soul. Even after I opened my eyes and stopped meditating, my heart was still pounding, and my mind was racing with all the knowledge that I had touched. And at that very moment, I suddenly noticed a small figure at the opening of the cave. In my curiosity, I began to walk over to the creature. They must have already been used to me living in the cave, because they didn't seem to mind me approaching them. They just kept doing whatever they were up to. It wasn't until I crouched down next to them that they suddenly realized that I could see them.
Oh, and then?
And then I had a dream. By the time I came to, they were nowhere to be seen. I was convinced they'd never show up again. But sure enough, I saw them nearby a few days later. And they weren't alone. I feel like they aren't as afraid of me as the first time I approached them. But I never would have expected them to save me.
Sounds like a great neighbor.
Yes, no doubt about that. By the way, Tighnari mentioned in his letter that you had questions for me regarding Irminsul.
Indeed. Indeed I do.
Sorry about that. Sounds like just drinking juice still isn't quite enough for my stomach.
Well, if somebody hadn't dropped the food earlier... Anyway, looks like we'll need to prepare something ourselves. Besides, Paimon's getting hungry too. Let's eat first and talk about Irminsul later. All right, we're up, traveler. Today's menu will feature sweet madame.
Why?
Radish veggie soup.
Sounds good. I've never tried any dishes from
Jo, proč děláme dishes z Mondtstadu, ale...
I certainly look forward to it. It's been so long since I've had a decent meal, too. To be honest, the last time had to be when Tighnari came to visit.
Proč děláme jako meal pro tu úplně první věc, co jsme se naučili a ne nic zajímavého? Taky. Just because I have to, I guess. Budu počítat na svůj jídelní kout a healovací sangonomiu vyměním za velkorážnej kanón zvaný elektroarchon. Ta zvládne cokoliv, kromě elektroinfuznutých kreatur úplně sama. Yeah, make some food by the fireside. Wait a second, I got something for this. The future is now, thanks to science. I have just the thing for situations like this one. What that a depth-eye secret stove. Tady nějaký mám zásoby, ale tyhle ty věci mám celkem dost, tak pár předělám, why not? A radish veggie soup tu nemám, tak předělám taky. Třeba 4. Fajn. Dojdu sem. Fyzicky jsem si to radši uvařil, protože tomu nemůžu věřit. Možná si taky dám nějaký boxed lunch. Boxed lunch from the traveler. Ty dvě nejvíc basic bitch jídla, který prostě existují v této celé hře. Jo, tady jsem dostal tohleto nedávno a úplně jsem na to zapomněl. Procházel jsem Tatarasunu a za zamklou bránou 3 klíči jsem našel bednu, ve který byl recept na nějakou zbraň. Katsugiri Nagamusa. Už nemůžu dočkat, až zjistím, co to je. Sweet madam, radish hope. Hey Paige, I will like it.
Are you already finished cooking? Smells delectable. I'm truly thankful whenever I can enjoy a proper meal like this. Cooking really isn't my forte.
Ei. There you go. After this meal together, you tell her page about connecting with Irminsul.
Even though everything you mentioned was in Tighnari's letter, it's still hard to believe you were able to connect with Irminsul immediately after smelling Spiritborn ale for the first time. It took me nearly 3 years before I could do so. And everyone at the academia even lauded me as a genius. You should know that some researchers spent their entire lives without ever successfully connecting with Irminsul as you have.
So why does this incense allow people to connect to Irminsul?
Občas.
The ingredients used to make Spiritborn ale primarily consist of plants created by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. These special ingredients are conducive to heightening our senses to the Dendro Archon's power. Since the root of the Dendro Archon's power lies within Irminsul, we can occasionally tap into her powers to peer into the depths of the earth.
Think I understand.
Naturally. Anyone who can establish a connection with Irminsul in their first ever attempt must be a person of great understanding.
Makes sense. But Paimon's got a question. Why was she sensitive to the smell of those plants for such a long time?
That was primarily due to her body's unique constitution. Stimulated by the incense, she could perceive the Dendro Archon's power and experience the sensory overload, hence the adverse reactions.
Jej, uznávaj moji volbu hlavní postavy jako Luminu. To mě vždycky těší.
Taking in any scent similar to the ingredients of Spiritborn ale would cause adverse effects. Not to worry though. It appears you've already fully recovered. Technically, your body should still be sensitive to the powers of the Dendro Archon. But unless you're using intentional meditation techniques, the scent of Spiritborn ale should no longer trigger such reactions.
Whew. Well, that's a relief.
I must admit, I am quite envious of your abilities. Even if it meant suffering from pounding headaches for the rest of my life, I'd consider it worthwhile so long as I could connect with Irminsul at will.
Whoa, you're really serious about this whole thing, aren't you?
I am a researcher after all. As a member of the Ritaoist Darshan at the Academia, my main area of research is the stars and their connection to the fate of living beings. But there is still so much we don't know, especially regarding the mysteries that lie in the starry skies.
Stars, fate, starry skies. Gee, I wonder if I know something like that. Mona volala, chtěla by si s vámi dát konverzaci.
Which is why I must turn to the all-knowing Irminsul for answers. If only my perception wasn't so limited. Unfortunately, I cannot guarantee that my every attempt to attune with Irminsul will be successful, or that doing so will leave my consciousness intact. I am currently in the stage of training known as Satyavada life. Many researchers in Sumeru have lost their minds while seeking to attune with Irminsul during this stage. Sages have said that Irminsul contains divine knowledge, and touching such knowledge without the proper preparations and abilities will only lead to one's mind caving in on itself. That's why we meditate alone. We need to ensure that our minds will be calm while minimizing the possibility of involving anyone else.
Whoa, so knowledge from Irminsul could be super dangerous. Don't you ever feel afraid of the risk, Hypatia?
Of course I do. Especially during nights that are pitch black with no moonlight, and dead silent without even the sound of insects. However, I've been feeling better as of late. I don't get as scared anymore knowing that I have a little neighbor living nearby. I believe that being able to see them is a sort of blessing from the Dendro Archon. But what's strangest of all is that they're clearly an envoy of the God of Wisdom herself. And they have the curious power to make people dream.
What's so strange about that? It doesn't sound so out of place for a divine being, does it?
Well, it's strange because nearly nobody in Sumeru can ever dream.
Huh. Is that true?
Yes, well, to an extent. Only children can dream in Sumeru. Adults, however, never do. The sages say that wisdom implies rationality, but that which occurs in dreams is often neither rational nor logical.
Reminds me of that dream I saw from the Aranara. It was a big chaotic mess.
Yes, if one struggles with anxieties, those emotions could influence their dreams. The fact that the people of Sumeru do not have dreams is seen as a blessing by the sages. They believe that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, the god of wisdom, is keeping us away from the foolish delusions you encounter in your sleep. I was born into a family of scholars in Sumeru City. Ever since I was a child, my parents would always tell me that I'll know I've grown up once I stop dreaming. I studied hard, enrolled as a student in the academia, and went on to become a researcher. Sure enough, I never dreamed again. But then, on the day I scared the little Aranara, I suddenly saw a dream again. It was incredible. Though I don't exactly remember what I saw, I clearly recall the feeling. I suddenly felt like I was a child again. Back then, I was foolish and ignorant as any youth would be, but I was free of fear. Maybe dreaming isn't as bad as we've made it out to be.
Yeah, maybe.
Just be sure not to speak of this if you travel to Sumeru City. They'll look at you as if you've lost your mind.
So, do you have any thoughts about the things she saw when she connected with Irminsul?
Sorry. I'm afraid I don't have any answers as of now. All I can say is that what you saw is a memory contained within Irminsul itself. World forget me. What could that possibly mean? If only I could ascend past Satyavada life and begin Paripurna life. I might have some more answers for you. If you two are ever in the area again, please be sure to come and see me.
Thanks, Peja. We wish you luck in your endeavors.
There's no need to be thanking me. You two are my saviors. Besides, I'm already looking forward to tasting some more of your cooking.
We continue chatting before settling down for a good night's rest.
Now that we know Hypatia is alright and had the chance to ask her some questions, Paimon thinks it's about time to head back to Gandhar.
Druhý den ráno.
Heading out, I see? If there's anything else you'd ever like to ask about, you know where to find me.
About dreams?
Even though that little neighbor of mine was able to induce a state of dreaming, I doubt they were able to control the actual contents of the dream. The end of your dream seemed quite terrifying. Perhaps there's something that's troubling you deep inside?
I wonder why.
Not to worry, though. I'm sure you'll be able to handle whatever comes your way in the... As someone from Sumeru who cannot dream, I needn't ever worry about nightmares. But lately, I've started to feel that I'm somehow missing something without dreams. It's a little hard to explain. Heading out, I see? If there's anything...
About Irminsul.
Use Spirit-born Ale to assist them in connecting with Irminsul to extract knowledge from it. Though the process can be risky, we believe that the knowledge gained is worth it. Unfortunately, I cannot help you understand your dream. At least not yet. I'm still learning how to attune to the depths of Irminsul myself. I hope that I'll be able to ascend past Satyavada life and gain deeper insights. Heading out, I see? If there's any
About your neighbor.
I've heard local children here in the rainforest speaking of fairy-like creatures. But I'm from Sumeru City, and have never heard of such things when I was a child. Perhaps this is because I had a very strict upbringing. My parents would seldom allow me to play with other children. I doubt they'd ever believe me if I told them about my little neighbor out here. And speaking of my little neighbor, I think they can somehow sense when Tighnari is coming to visit me. I've noticed on several occasions that as they're playing under the trees, they'll suddenly tense up and scamper away for no apparent reason. Shortly after they do this, Tighnari always shows up here. Perhaps I should ask Tighnari about this the next time I see him. Heading out, I see? Take care. Do remember to come visit anytime you're in the area. I would be happy to chat with you.
Jak jsme prodiskutovali celé dopoledne zatím z Hypatia. Supportneme tady sem, protože to je zároveň i nahoru. Ještě jsem přemýšlel, nechám na příště. Teď stačí jenom doplachtit.
Think about it, Tainari. Refusing to join is tantamount to burying your head in the sand.
Yep. Tohle to, o čem nám říkala Kolej.
I understand that you're a forest watcher and that it's your duty to combat the effects of withering zones. But isn't it evident that such work is not a lasting solution to the problem? As Sage Kage clearly stated, your presence and guidance in Sumeru City is pivotal in finding a cure for Irminsul. How could you possibly refuse?
Keep your emotions in check, Gulam. Let's at least listen to Tainari's reason for declining. We're here to invite him to the academia, not to cause a scene.
Thank you.
Sage Kage, I am truly honored that you came here in person, but I'm afraid I must still decline your invitation.
Když si myslíte, že proti Kolej Tainari je ten dospělej a pak přijde tady ten týpek, ten Sage Kažech a stojí vedle něho a je prostě o hlavu a půl vyšší. Prostě, wait a minute. Měl jsem špatný domění celou tuhle dobu? I guess, může by mu moralisticky mohlo být tak 20 a možná ještě poroste, nebo je ten Sage Kažech totální titán.
I am merely a forest watcher. How could the great minds of the Haravatat have any need of someone like me?
Well, it turns out that your refusal letter had some implications on your master's reputation. He is a renowned sage of the Immorta, after all. So now I've come here in his stead.
I see. Huh. And I figured that given his temper, he would come here and berate me personally.
Tainari, your master is an integral part of this effort, and now he requires your assistance.
And what exactly does my master need of me, Sage Kage?
You'll know once you've arrived in Sumeru City, that is.
Wow, that's not ominous at all.
And how long will I be required to stay?
There's no definite answer as of now.
Do you mean to tell me that despite coming all the way here to Gandharvaville, you still can't answer the questions I laid out in the letter to my master? If that's the case, then I'm afraid I cannot give you a definite answer either.
Tainari, but you...
So be it. Come, Gulam, we're leaving.
Cool. Yeah, alright. Otočí se na mě. Something to keep an eye on.
Tainari, what was that all about?
It's nothing. Some people from the academia wanted me to go to Sumeru City to assist them with a project, but I had to refuse on account of all my responsibilities here. But all that can wait. How did things go with Hypatia?
It was quite the eventful trip, but the main thing is that she's safe and sound. She answered a bunch of questions for us too.
Very good. Now that the traveler has made a full recovery, there shouldn't be any reason for you to tarry here longer. I assume you will be heading to Sumeru City, correct?
That's right. We want to meet Lesser Lord Kusanali and ask her for advice. Do you have any idea on how we can find her?
Sorry. I'm afraid I don't have any advice for you there.
Well, do you at least know anyone we can try asking in Sumeru City?
Let me think. My trips to Sumeru City have been fairly short, and most of my acquaintances are researchers. How about this? I'll write you a letter of introduction that you can give to a researcher I know. He's from the Immorta Darshan and is adept at gathering information. Asking him might prove worthwhile. Also, when you enter Sumeru City, you'll probably end up receiving something like this item here. I'm not sure if it will ever come in handy for you, but maybe you can give it a try.
Oh? What is it?
It's called an Akasha Terminal. It's a tool produced by the Academia that utilizes the legacy of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. Some say that this very item is the basis of Sumeru's reputation as the City of Wisdom. Needless to say, this device and its usage fall under the Academia's expertise, so I'll leave it to them to show you how to use it.
Great! Next up, Sumeru City!
Yep.
But wait, before that...
We need to say goodbye to Kale.
That's right! Tainari, we have something important to say to Kale before we leave. Is she doing better now?
Yes, she's doing much better. After being confined to her bed all this time, I thought a little walk would do her some good. Last I saw her, she was taking the path towards the North Crossing. She knew you two would be leaving soon, so she must have wanted to see you off.
Thanks, Tainari. All right, let's go.
Farewell, and good luck to you both.
Goodbye to Kole. Tinggal na his introduction letter. Jo, je to až úplně nahoře, samozřejmě. Hey!
I've been waiting for you two. Never mind. I guess I should just wish you two a safe and successful journey.
Thanks for waiting here just to see us off, Kale. We're headed to Sumeru City.
Please take care of yourself, Kole. We'll be back to see you soon.
Don't worry about me. I can take care of myself. My condition won't be getting in the way of my duties. I want to be a forest ranger after all. It's up to me and the others to protect the rainforest here. And, I'm sorry. I should have told you both about my condition when we first met.
And your PTSD?
I just wanted you two to treat me as a normal friend. Not some girl that needs your sympathy. But I guess now I understand that the most important thing is for friends to be genuine with one another.
There's no need to apologize, Kale. We should be thanking you for trusting us enough to be your friends and sharing your past with us. We're probably still gonna worry about your condition, but that's because we're friends and we care about you.
Thank you. That means a lot. Before you leave, I have something for you.
Oh? What is it?
It's my recipe for pita pockets. I told you that I'd give you a copy, remember? My handwriting is a little, messy, so please don't laugh.
Máš rakovinu. Tak asi budeš mít třesavku taky, no.
I hope that whenever you eat them, you'll both remember your time here in Gandharvaville.
Of course we will.
Well then, I, trainee Forest Ranger Kale, bid you both farewell. Please visit Gandharvaville again. The Rangers will always be ready to assist you here. I hope you have a safe trip to Sumeru City and get to meet the Dendro Archon there.
Bonus dialogue, maybe?
I'm much better now. I'll be back on patrol again starting tomorrow. Even though I'm not quite ready to help Master clear the Withering Zones yet, there is still plenty of other tasks for me to handle. Oh, and Traveler, if you ever see Amber again during your travels, please don't mention my illness to her, okay? Amber knows about my case of Elazar and what's happened in my past, but I haven't told her about my condition getting worse. I guess I just don't want her to worry about me. If the need arises, I'll tell her about it myself.
All right, we understand, Kale.
I hope you have a safe trip to Sumeru City. Kinda hard to believe that Master Tainari can cook, isn't it? His culinary techniques are very polished, but his taste is a little, unusual. It's not really his fault, though. He just has a sensitive tongue and nose, so he prefers much lighter flavors. The last time I went a little too heavy on the spices for my pita pockets, Master started having a sneezing fit. I never heard the end of it after that. I hope you have a safe trip to Sumeru City, and see you later! Be sure to come back often. Even though Master didn't admit it, I'm sure he wants to see you again.
Goodbye, Kale. Zatyun Peach. Go to Sumeru City is next. Tamhle je miniquest po testě, you know what? Vím přesně, co uděláme a v jakém pořadí. Some more peaches. Num num num. Ding! Teleport unlocked. And viewpoint. The city where all wisdoms reside. Gandharva violin je celkem skoro neviditelný odsud. No. A s tím se tady rozloučíme. Přesně v tomhletom bodě. Přesně teďkon. Ještě těsně předtím, než konečně vstoupíme do Sumeru City a celý si ho prohlédnem ve své kráse a budu ho moci inspektnout, jak je postavený a jak vůbec vypadá pořádně, tak to si necháme na příště. Takže už oficiálně se to děje. Tohle je oficiálně jednou za hodně dlouhou dobu, co oficiálně rozděluju Archon Story Quest. Jsem si celkem jistý, že už jsem to jednou udělal v minulosti, ale skoro nikdy jsem to nemusel dělat, ale vzhledem k tomu, co všechno jsme si prošli a kde se nacházíme momentálně, tak i kdyby v Sumeru City se moc neodehrávalo, tak rozhodně je to hodně významný předěl mezi storytellingem. A to bude perfektní moment. Rovnou k tomu přigrupuju i ten side story quest, co je tady momentálně vedle nás, a rovnou si s tím týpkem popovídám, jestli nechce pomoct něčím, co je v mých silách, nebo co je někde, kam můžu, a co není prostě na druhé straně celého Sumeru. A tím trošku prodloužit čas epizodě, která možná bude mít kratší dobu. Takže děkuji, že jste se dívali. To shrnutí za dnešek. Velmi superový introduction Sumeru. Kolej je v skutku druhá Ember, dendroverze, v podstatě dendroverze Ember, a má fatujské PTSD ohledně fatujců se přílišně dotýkajíc jejího těla, a taky má nevylečitelnou rakovinovitou nemoc, která se jenom zhoršuje a není na ní lék a nedá se nějak vyléčit, dá se jenom dočasně zastavit. Takže to je na druhou stranu hodně heavy. Na jednu stranu máte prostě hodně šťastnou, super happy kolej, která prostě roznáší kolem sebe prostě šťastnou náladu a úsměvy levá, pravá. Ale pak na druhou stranu prostě se dozvíte její condition a její prostě totální muka, který musela procházet, a je to prostě jakože well, shit. A to jsem myslel, že prostě bude to prostě normální postava, nic nebude prostě zvláštního, bude to celkem předvídatelný charakter, prostě je to Ember, ale Sumerská. Jsem třeba čekal, že bude jenom inspirovaná Ember, jakože z hlediska vývojářů, že bude inspirovaná Ember, že bude podobně, a že hej, kolej vypadá jako Ember a dělá podobné věci jako Ember, taky používá look jako Ember a má podobnou osobnost jako Ember. Tak by bylo docela fajno, i kdyby se někdy potkali. Ale vývojáři mě v tomhletom myšlení předběhli a ona je doslova hodně dobrou kamarádkou Ember a prostě jsou dobrý kamarádky prostě už teď. Ale samozřejmě o svý rakovinovitý nemoci Ember neřekla. Ne úplně, jenom nějaký mlhavě, jakože to existuje uvnitřní. Ale jo, nechtěl bych být ten, co to Ember má vykládat, takže možná je dobře, že Ember nemá žádný story quest ani hangout event prostě už několik let, protože jestli nějaký bude, tak budu přemýšlet, jestli to bude ten moment, kdy se to dozví, nebo kdy prostě uslyšíme od Ember o kolej a bude nám o ní říkat a prostě bude vidět prostě z její strany, že jí kolej neřekla všechno. A my to budeme vědět a nebude to moc říct. Jsou jenom věci, které se mi hodí hlavou momentálně. Za ně budu nad těma všema postavama přemítat a ty Garnary byl taky fajn. Je mladší, než jsem si myslel. Je starší než kolej, je to dospělej, ale je mladý dospělej. Takže se ho porovnáme, tak v podstatě je o hlavu menší než dospělá osoba, nebo nějaká dospělá postava, za kterou můžu hrát, jako třeba nejčastěji, co vídám Raiden Shogun a Ningguang, jsou prostě o hlavu vyšší než on. Tak. To mě docela šokovalo, když prostě tam byl ty 3 researcheři, jak se s ním dohadovali a prostě oni byli o hlavu vyšší. K mě docela dost jako šoknul a prostě wait a minute. Prostě celou dobu jsem v hlavě měl, že ty Garnary je prostě velikostně prostě normální dospělý jako Ningguang a Raiden Shogun prostě. A pak prostě přijde prostě starý prostě nějaký prostě 60 plus člověk, který má prostě bílý vlasy, prostě je hodně letej a má prostě o hlavu a půl větší než on a prostě wait a minute. I assumed, and I assumed too much. Anyway, jenom vysypávám všechno možný, který se omlouvám. Takže ještě nám zbývá jenom jedna poslední věc. A to dělat si wishpool, jak to většinou bývá. A uvidíme, co bude mít, jakož je to story quest, tak se možná i trošku rozšoupnem. A momentálně máme, na rozdíl od minulého dílu, nový wish banner. A to je Transcendent One Returns, Shenhe a The Heron Court, Kamisato Ayaka. Ayaku, díky Blessings of Celestian Luna, máme prostě už vedle sebe, nás partě. Děkuju prostě RNG Jesus and everyone else. Ale taky je tu tenhle nový klučina, kterýho jsme viděli, pokud jste dávali pozor mi nějak předešlých dílech. A to je ten newsboy, který přišel z toho Mondtstadské armády, která je někde pryč a přišel on jako jedinej zpátky jako posel, aby prostě jim dal zprávu a jelikož se vrátil, tak už se nemůže vrátit zpátky k ním, takže prostě ho discardli jako to nejméně useful, I guess. Protože proč by se jinak nevrátil zpátky, když ho potřebovali do té doby. Takže jinak. Protože máme Ayaku, takže i tu, kdyby tam 1 ku milionu, kdybychom měli dostat 5 staru, tak proto budu tady trávit čas u Shenhe banneru. A zároveň všechny tyhle 3 chci. Sucralose, myslím, mám maximálně z půlky konstelaci. Dionu možná taky maximálně z půlky a to on je novej. Rovno se můžu podívat. Ok, tak Sucralose už mám namaxovanou. Jsem ji jenom nepoužíval tak dlouho, že jsem si toho nikdy nevšiml. Diona je z půlky. Že Sucralose máme namaxovanou, takže ta nám nic nového neposkytne, ale Diona a Mika, myslím. Ty jsou nový. Takže kamže ještě máme tady blízko. Tak, dorovnám tohle. Mám skoro 60. Jsem rovnou se vztáhnul z minulého banneru a začal šetřit na tenhle. trošku víc. Takže má to. Pravděpodobně 2 puly minimálně a zase pokud po 2 pulech nebudu satisfied, tak možná bude i 3. Jak to bývá v těch archon chapterech. Takže Shenhe Banner. Na konci Sumeru Introduction. Here we go. Zp. Nechám se moment překvapení. Prosím, RNG Jesus gift me with good stuffs. Rád bych komemoroval Sumeru Introduction něčím zajímavým, co by mě nadchnulo. A ne něčím, co mám milionkrát, jako třeba zbraně. Nechaj si to až úplně nakonec. Jej! Je to Mika! A opravdu se tak jmenuje, takže dvojitý důvod pro jej. Jej, trefil jsem se a jej, mám ho. Got him. Si udělám samozřejmě screen. Jak to vyčendělám. Vítej u nás. Doufám, že nebudeš tak useless jako Chi-Chi. Anebo Dehya. Prej údajně. A doufám, že budeš dost dobrý na to, že se objevíš v dalších dílech jako potenciální rekrut. Jako Rosaria. Bell. Noelin match of choice. Takže jsme si rovno vytáhli i meč. Cool. Že to si rovnou vezmeme. Ten meč je HP based a je 1 od vymaxování. A HP based mečem existuje nějaká lesser kopie? Minimálně ve 4kových ne, ale tady ten Ferrous Shadow je HP based. Ale žádná jiná postava ho v podstatě nemá. Jenom Noel, protože má lepší skilly, když má víc ápek. Takže namaxujeme Noelin meč úplně na doraz. Taking damage generates a shield which absorbs damage up to třetina, až do třetiny jejich max HP. Prostě třetina jejich HP bude ještě navýšeno tím shieldem. Shield lasts for 10 seconds or until broken and be triggered once every 45 seconds. While protected by shield, the character gains čtvrtinu increased damage. Ting! Maxed out. Hodinářský meč je namaxován. A teď rovnou se podíváme i na našeho nového rekrutíka. Je to polearmista, což je hodně smutný, protože polearmisti jsou jedni z nejvíc useless charakterů, který jsem kdy viděl. Takže se hrozně těším, jak bude doslovnou kopií Rosarie. A jako bonus má displays location of nearby resources unique to Mondtstadu. Nevím, jestli někoho takového mám, ale teď už jo. Nevím. To bude se stávat k tomuhle. Spear of Favonius, Arrow's Passage. 5 can use a crossbow and spear. Mika uses his crossbow to attack, granting only by characters in your party Soulwind. When characters in the Soulwind state area on the field, their attack speed will be increased. Will take effect in different ways if tapped or held. When tapped, fires a throw first arrow from the crossbow that can pierce through opponents, killing cryo damage. When held, goes into aiming mode, locking onto an opponent, firing a rhyme star flare at them, dealing cryo damage. When the rimstuff hits, it will rise before exploding. Launching a snapshot into maximum to the other opponents in damage. Takže to podstatě jako Tigarnariův šíp, který pak vystřelí takový ty mini projektily, jak pak taky se targetnou na nepřátele poblíž, nebo na toho, do koho hitli, tak se rozdělí a pak se tam stejně vrátí. Tak on podle mě má tímhletím skillem úplně ten stejný efekt. Jakože fakt úplná kopie. Akorát to ještě může aimovat, což je zajímavý. Skyfeather Song derives the ability to spur his teammates on from the recited prayers of the knightly order, regenerating HP for all nearby party members. This healing is based on Mika's max HP and will grant them the Eagle Plume state. Což je when the normal attacks of active characters affected by a hidden opponent, Mika will help them regenerate HP based on his max HP. Characters affected by this state can regenerate HP in this way once per short interval time. Což je jak dlouhý duration? 15 sekund. Takže bude vás trošku healovat na 15 sekund jednou za hodně dlouhou dobu, protože je to ultina. Cool. Healovací postava jak svin. Plně se těším, jak někdo řekne, že to je useful healer. To je v podstatě všechno, co tohle dělá, jenom vás pasivně healuje, když máte jako postavu někoho jinýho. To nedává žádný damage, nebo žádný attack speed, nebo něco takového, prostě jenom vás to trošku healne. Za phase 1, když ho vylevíte trošičku. Performing circumstances solvent stay caused by stars of a grand character's detector effect, increasing their physical damage when they are on the field. If the first more than one opponent, each opponent hit generally one detector stack. When they start hit one detector stack, they can trigger the effect one time. Takže prostě, když použije ten skill, tak zároveň dá všem ostatním postavám attack boost. Cool. Tak když ho skoro vymaxujete, topographical mapping. When an active character is affected by the healing thing, a pak vypálí s tím crossbowem za krátce poté, and at once score, yeah. Wait, what? Je to frázovaný totálně špatně podle mě, ale to, co myslím, že chtějí říct, doufám, je, že když máte Skyfeather Song, tak když použijete ten crossbow skill za těch 15 sekund, co je ta heal věc v efektu, tak dáte 100% critical hit prostě s útokama všech různých lidí. A ten detektor stack, co byl tu byl zmíněný, taky se stane. Detector stack can be done in this manner. Okay. A nemůžete to přeskočit, musíte prostě super si baráž first, protože to i představí ty detektor stacky. Cool. Yeah. Knights of Erroneous, Krajů, Columbus. A young knight born to an ordinary family, he serves as the frontline surveyor in his company. He's a low-key and cautious character. Co potřebuješ na vylevelování, nebo síš na ascendování? Ty chuju. Samozřejmě, že něco novýho, co prostě není v Mondtstadu. Nějaký seket, vole, ze Sumeru, vole. Samozřejmě. Aspoň ty Wolfuky konečně budu spotřebovávat na něj. Well. A jakož je tohleto speciální archon epizoda, tak udělám minimální double pull. Kdyby tohle byla normální side story, tak bych to ukončil, jakož jsem dostal Miku, kterou jsem neměl, což jsem z toho happy, že mám další postavu do kolekce. A jakož tohle je jakož tohle to je story, archon story je velká, tak udělám druhý, jenom pro formu. So, což je moje pravidlo. Takže prostě se pasivně tohleto říkám pořád, protože jenom se chci ujišťovat jak vás, tak i sám sebe, že to dělám v tomhletom, že si dávám pravidla, kdy pulovat, abych prostě neupadnul do díry pulovací a nesnažil pulovat pro 5 stary, protože to prostě není možný. A stane se to jenom, když prostě bohové chtějí, aby se to stalo, což je tak jedno za několik měsíců, možná. A jelikož jsem nedávno relativně rolnul čiči, tak mi hodí velký kálenec na hlavu. Po minimálně určitě těch 20 dní, co je Shenhe, takže ji asi nedostanu, bohužel. Ale Shenhe byla fajn, ta byla představena jenom v tom interlude questu v Liyue a rád bych ji viděl znova v nějakém smyslu. Je to prostě půlné, no. Uvidíme. Zase se nebudu koukat a budu přát, abych dostal jen to nejlepší a vyvaroval se toho nejhorší. Když bych dostal Miku znova nebo Dionu, tak bych se vůbec nezlobil. Bych si rád vyzobnul. Play something good. Please give me what I want. Give me Mika one more. Miku one more nebo Dionu. Dejte mi ledového charaktera, prosím. Ledového charaktera. Je tam Diona. Přeci jenom. I'll take it. Diona will be slightly more OP. A taky je komplementovaná zbraní. Bohužel tou nejvíc useless. I'll take it. Já tady si ještě musím odkliknout, že existuje. Třeba ty. Tady tohleto. Už to mám víckrát, tak to rovnou refinuju, aby to bylo maxed out. Bum. A takže teďkon oficiálně mám jednu tu flutu extra. Což vůbec není nutný, protože o to vůbec není nouze, jakože absolutně ne. Ale když toho někdo bude potřebovat, tak to mám. Proč to pořád svidí? Jo. Diona má konstelace, na to bych úplně zapomněl. Předposlední konstelace. Double shot on the rocks. To je ten druhý z těch dvou level boostů. Takže to je... What is this again? Ten rychle používaný skill, co se hodně používá. Icy Pause level up boosted by 3. A úplně na konci je to worth it. Characters within signature mix, což je ta ultina s tím radiusem, will gain the following effects. Increases incoming healing bonus when HP falls below 50. Takže healuje vás to víc, když máte hapka malý. Elemental Master increase when HP is above 50. Takže buď vás to bude healovat ještě rychlejc než ten miniaturní pasivní healing, anebo vám to dá Elemental Mastery boost. Což není úplně k zahození. Jo, poslední věc, která mě napadla. Co má Mika jako první konstelaci? Kdybychom ho náhodou v nějaký příští díl dostali ještě jedno. Solvent state of the Star Force can decrease the healing interval between instances. This decrease percentage is equal to the attack. Equal to the attack speed increase provided by Solvent. Takže to tikání mezi těma heal pulzama je kratší. A hodně se to taky bude týkat... Hodně se to bude týkat detektor staku a takových věcí. A in any case, tahle ta skoro úplná chapter prvního sumerského vniku je u konce. Dodrželi jsme tradici jako vždycky. Já děkuji, že jste se dívali a uvidíme se příště u Sumeru. Nebo spíš přesněji Sumeru City. Metropole v celé Sumérie v té části končin. Takže děkuji, že jste dívali a pokud pojedete spát, tak dobrou noc.